Yo, so we are back in BMX Streets, and today we've got a bit of a beauty for you. This is District 1 Revamped by Sungod. I say Sungod, apparently it's a Skater XL map which Sungod converted over to BMX Streets. It looks like a hell of a nice park, so yeah, let's get straight into it. Actually, before we go down the stairs, I just noticed there's a whole bunch of stuff in this top floor. A whole load of details and things. It's crazy how people went with the Skater XL maps, going really heavy into detail and putting in all sorts of stuff. Now, one thing I will say about this map is it's pretty processor intensive. I think all the details and lighting and everything may take a bit of a toll depending on your computer. I definitely feel like the game's running a tiny bit slower than usual. Still playable. It is noticeable. For people that struggle with some of the regular stuff, you may have a bit of a rough time with this map. Rare rides. Looking good. It's always good to see. Apparently lip tricks got fixed as well. That's something I didn't mention in the previous video. If you hold RB and go up. I never really used it a lot, so I wasn't all that used to it. I presume it works. Maybe I just don't know how to do it. Yeah, you can see that he's aiming in a little bit. Maybe it depends on the transition on what you're riding, to be honest. Oh, nice. The little Smith. I think we barely hit the Smith. I'm not going to complain. Overall, this map has a lot of nice little spots here and there. There's plenty of different ways you could approach stuff. Flow around the whole place. It's pretty well connected as well, from what I can see. Pretty much go from one thing to the next. Not have a huge gap or wait in between, which is always nice. A bit of a jank ending. I think I'm kind of addicted to doing that. Maybe my new jam. I'll try and see if I can fit it in as many places as I can going forward. Oof. Damn, we lost our speed there. What happened? This as well. Super fun. Overall, it's kind of been a bit of a weird week when it comes to BMX skateboarding. Well, I guess it's mostly skateboarding games. Skate laying off a bunch of devs. Some people were trying to cope a little bit and think they were getting rid of all the people that did the monetization. And it's just going to be all the good people left. But when you look on LinkedIn on who the people are that actually got fired, it's like the artists and stuff like that. They're basically scaling down because the game's not making enough money. There's no way they're going to suddenly have a change of face and turn it into a better game that doesn't make more money. It's a corporation, not an indie dev. Then there's also the session thing as well. After that good update, hearing about Nacon having its financial troubles. All in all, especially on the skate scene, things are kind of ropey looking. At least BMX Street's still going. Business as usual. For now, at least. Seems like the console versions are okay-ish. Or at least the PlayStation version is. Haven't heard anything about patches up until this point. So hopefully we get all the mod.io stuff coming in soon. Because that's going to be the next big thing, which will bother people. Whoa. As you can see though, I am just literally riding around this park in circles. It's got a pretty good flow to it, to be fair. You can just sort of keep going round and round. That's always like the hallmark of a good park map for me. If it doesn't break the flow, you just keep going around doing what you want. Get around the corner. Yeah, it's always a good thing. Nice. We'll play around with this little area. It's kind of a nice little setup of rails and different things. Probably a whole bunch of ways we could connect all this stuff together. Well, hopefully better than that at least. Just kind of expecting to die on the wall there. Now I've remembered that hang fives are a thing. Should maybe try a hang five rail ride. Some stuff like that at some point. Ooh, a little bunk off the wall. Ooh, barely hung onto the crook there. Ooh, that was nice. Kind of an original one. I don't know why this bit's so vertical. I was wondering if there was a way to... I suppose you can a little bit. It's just really hard to ride. It kind of makes it unique, in a sense. There we go, a little bit cleaner. Some kind of pretty unique things in this park, to be honest. Some curbs as well. Do a few bump jump style tricks. Definitely noticed a trend that Skater XL maps work pretty good for my style, because things tend to be a bit lower key. I don't know, a bit smaller in scale, so it allows for a lot more technical style tricks. As compared with like huge park maps, it's kind of all over the place. That's kind of nice as well. Nice. I think I've said this in other videos as well, but I'm pretty happy with how the game feels right now. Like, it allows a lot of the stuff that I used to do in the past. You may have to work at it a bit. I think I found a little nose money challenge as well, or a hang five or whatever. Okay, we'll kind of attempt this a little bit, see what happens. To be fair, it's pretty simple. Once you get on top and you're straight, it kind of does the rest for you. Bit of a weird one. There's definitely scope for a lot more complex combos on this thing. Maybe one of those things that you just got to keep plugging away at. Okay, it's maybe a bit of a cleaner one. Riding this from kind of a weird angle, to be fair. I've had grind. Oh, I think it turns out some of these objects that aren't in the main part of the park are maybe invisible or like no collision. I was wondering if we could leverage some of these walls up above, see if we could do something with it. And that kind of works. Actually, looking at this bit, we've got like a slope thing, which could probably wall ride from. I just don't know if we're going to have enough speed. You can, but you kind of need to leverage this stuff a bit, I think. Okay, we'll keep trying, see if we can get like a smooth version of it. Okay, it was more like a disaster or something like that. But we got it. It's surprisingly hard to get right. Ooh. The more you delve into this map, the more you find. Oh, to be fair, that's the same with any map. Is the superficial run through you have. Then when you dig in, keep unlocking more and more weird ideas. It's always nice to go back to old maps sometimes. I usually don't do it with videos, because I don't think people generally want to see the same thing twice. But just on my own time, I do like going back to an old map and seeing how my perspective changes, riding it again. Because, you know, it can be easy to just turn all this sort of stuff into like a throwaway thing. You play it once, move on to the next map. In reality, you kind of got infinite things to do in this game if you're really, well, if that's your sort of thing. If you're more of a story, mission-based person, then you probably won't have that mindset. And that's okay. But for a game like this, well, there aren't any missions or anything, so you kind of have to do something to come up with your own enjoyment. The other things you can do with this wall. I don't know if we could get to the rail. Yeah, maybe a bit to ask. Then again. Go on then. I'll take that. Damn, heavy. You know what? I think for this video, that may be enough. Kind of had a pretty good session picking up some kind of unique little tricks, little ways of getting around. Overall, this is a really good definitely a little bit intensive, maybe for some computers. But if you can handle it, you definitely have a good time. It's one of the nicer maps we've seen recently. Again, like I said in the previous video, we've not had a lot going on right now in terms of maps, so I'll take whatever we can get, to be honest. Nose money slow down so much. And that will do for this video. I'll put a link to the map in the description. Yeah, plenty more to come. So... ooh. Nice. We'll leave it on that. Be back soon with another video. Hopefully on another nice mod map. I don't know, we'll see what happens. Maybe play Scoot X as well, because I haven't tried it in forever. Not even sure if it plays well anymore. Add a link in the description to this map as well. That's everything. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.